Hi, my name is Sibel Rad, and the reason that I believe it is important to include a student with a disability as part of the IEP meeting is because it helps students build self-advocacy skills. It helps them develop a more in-depth understanding of the classification and gain awareness of the modifications and accommodations that the student is receiving. These meetings allow the student to have an active role within their meetings and with their IEP program. These meetings also help the student understand their own disability. It helps them understand their strengths, the areas that they need to work on, their goals, and any modifications that they might want for these types of IEPs. Now, there are many ways that you can include a student during the IEP meeting, and some of the examples that I will provide to you right now are some that are taken directly from the book. So one of the ways that we can include a student before the IEP meeting is to discuss with students the purpose and agenda of the meeting. You will include who is attending and what will be going on during the meeting. Something else that you can do to include the students before the meeting is you can give the students an overview of the appropriate aspects of the special education laws, the components of IEP, and the relevant vocabulary that will be used within these meetings. And now we'll be moving on to something that you can do during the meeting. And these examples are also from the book. So you can ask the student to introduce themselves and explain their strengths and challenges, that they face. And you can also ask them to discuss their past and future goals and their certain opinions that they have over what will be happening. Something else that you can do is that you can encourage all the participants to limit their use of professional jargon so that the student will be able to understand what is going on. They must use language that the student can understand. And they must also speak directly to the students rather than speaking to them with other adults or above their head. You have to speak to them. And the last thing that you can do is that you can encourage them to ask questions and seek clarifications for things that they might not understand and that they're wanting to understand. Something that you can do after the meeting is to ask the students to give a feedback on the meeting and on everybody's actions and participation. You can also give the students a copy of their IEP and encourage them to review it and to work towards the meeting goals and objectives that were listed on there. Now, how does a child's age affect their participation in the IEP process? So for this question, I mostly researched for the students who were going to be of age. So for students who are 16, the IEP must include a transition service component that addresses the natural transition point and include a set of coordinated activities with a result-oriented process that is designed to improve the student's academic and functional achievement and to address post-secondary goals in the areas of training, education, employment, community participation, and independent living skills. So an example that was taken from the book is that for students who will go to college after graduation, the transition services component may relate to learning study skills and advocating for one's needs. That is the end of my discussion post. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.